What is good and welcome to Chatwin Racks. I'm Jack, your British goat, and today we're going to react to 100 years of NFL history in under 4 minutes. Now, I'm going to be completely honest before we get into this video. There is a 27-minute video kind of delving really deep into the NFL history, and I did react to that, but my camera wasn't on. And I can't redo that video because it'll be so unauthentic. I did learn a lot that it would just be unauthentic and it wouldn't be right, and I'm never putting something like that on the channel. I want everything to be authentic. So we're just going to check out this 3.5-4 minute long video just to kind of have the basics again. You know, it was a couple of days ago I recorded that, so I've forgotten a few things. But it was such a shame because it was an absolutely incredible video. And I'm not saying my reaction was incredible. I'm talking about the actual video itself was incredible to watch. I think it was from the channel Rebound, I believe they were called. Like, it was amazing. But anyway, let's just get into this one. Let's go.
In 1920, the American Professional Football Association was born, becoming the NFL 2 years later. In 1933, the Chicago Bears defeated the New York Giants in the league's inaugural championship game. Though the league featured black players prior, in 1946, the NFL officially integrated. In the 1958 championship game,
so they didn't tell me that.
Colts defeated the New York Giants in
that wasn't part of the one we did. It was more, you know, the leagues have ended up merging because they were going bankrupt and things like that. But what we saying that black people were not able to actually play football up until what they said the 50s. Like, that's, if I heard that right, I'm glad we're not in that time zone now.
In what became known
it's just
as
so
the greatest
foreign
game
thinking
ever
about
played.
it.
45 million people tuned in, starting an explosion in viewership for future decades. The NFL merged with the American Football League in 1966, with the two league champions playing each other in the first AFL-NFL championship game, which later became known as Super Bowl I. The 1967 championship game was also known as the Ice Bowl, played at negative 13 degrees, so cold it froze the commentators' coffee. This was the Green Bay Packers' fourth NFL title in 6 years. They then won their second straight Super Bowl title. By 1969, Kansas City Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt named the championship game the Super Bowl, after watching his kids play with Super Ball toys. That year, the Jets were the first AFL team to win the Super Bowl, defeating the Colts 16-7. In 1970, Monday Night Football debuted on primetime.
It's crazy to think as well, in, obviously, they said, what was it, 1969, did he say they named it the Super Bowl? Or 67, whatever it is. So obviously we're 50-odd Super Bowls in, and there's still teams that have never won it. Like, I think for me, that's one of the reasons I think American football is so great to watch, is yes, you can kind of think, right, the Chiefs next year, they'll be up there. The Eagles next year, they're going to be up there. But you couldn't have told me that the Lions this year would have been up there. You'd have been silly to even say that. But they were. And I think that's the great thing about the American football is there's still all these teams that haven't won it yet. And when they do finally win one, if they ever do, it'll be crazy.
On TV, further raising the league's profile. The 72 Dolphins became the first and still only team in the Super Bowl era to finish undefeated. They beat the Redskins in Super Bowl VII to finish the season 17-0.
They lost the Super Bowl.
In 1978, newly introduced rules made defending the pass more difficult. The Steelers capitalized, winning the next two Super Bowls, giving them 4 in 6 seasons, cementing a 1970s dynasty. Dwight Clark made the catch to take the 49ers to the 1982 Super Bowl, sparking their 80s dynasty in the era of the pass-heavy West Coast offense. The Cowboys were next in the 90s, winning Super Bowls in 93, 94, and
they're the most popular team over
the
here,
attacks
I
of
would
September
say,
11th
the
devastated
Cowboys.
America.
That's the team that, like, you know of. If you go American football, they will tell you Cowboys. They'll say, why is it called football? Tom Brady, Cowboys.
Semblance of normalcy in the 2001 NFL season. That year, a Week 2 injury to Drew Bledsoe of the Patriots allowed little-known second-year quarterback Tom Brady to take the NFL stage. That year, Brady and the Patriots won the first of 6 Super Bowls over an 18-season stretch. They enter the NFL's 100th season as defending champions, and Brady as the consensus choice as the greatest player ever. In 2007, The NFL played its first game in London, starting a series of international games that now sees 4 games a year played in the UK and 1 in Mexico.
There's
In
one
2019,
in Brazil this
2
year,
of the NFL's founding franchises, the Chicago Bears,
Chiefs.
originally the Decatur Staleys, and the Arizona Cardinals, originally the Chicago Cardinals, are still part of the NFL in its 100th season. 20 NFL teams have won at least one of the first 53 Super Bowls. During the season, NFL games are played 3 days a week and shown on TV networks and streaming services around the globe. The league's structure and revenue sharing amongst all teams have kept the NFL the most popular sports league in the U.S. for several decades and is poised to remain so for many more. Here's to the next 100 years.
To say, like, the video we watched, the 20-odd 7-minute one, it went into such great detail. And if you haven't watched it, I'm pretty sure it was a Rebound was the channel name. It was so good. It was really, really well made. It's such a shame I was so stupid enough not to check to see if my camera was on. But like I say, I enjoyed this one. You know, let me know if there's specific things you want me to kind of find out about the history of the NFL. There's a few things that really piqued my interest in that video watching. It was especially like there was a few controversies. You had like the Patriots with the Deflategate. There was another one. What was the other one with Tom Brady? There was another one which I cannot. Oh, they spied. It wasn't Tom Brady, but they spied on all the teams. You had the Saints targeting players. Like, that was really cool and interesting to know. So, like I said, let me want to see, obviously, down in the comments down below. And, of course, while you're down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, put a goat in the goat chain. Peace.